Well, I was having a little sort of tidy round and I looked at this particular window. This was the worst one. It actually looked as if it had been laid flat and trodden on. And one, two, three, four pieces of that pattern had been broken. That is just shattered. The lead around the edge is just horrible. So I thought I can't make this one any worse. So I could start to make it better. I'm about to go out somewhere and I think that the somewhere I'm going to may have a small supply of glass like this. So there we are. I couldn't keep my hands off it. I know I promised that I wouldn't touch it until I got the box built, but you know, we're all the same, aren't we? Big boys, new toy. Good morning to you, good morning. Repairing leaded light windows. Well, this is where we've got to with this particularly bad one. The bits of lead have sort of broken and come away. I've removed most of the broken panels. I've got one more to take out here. But I'm going to put this to one side. The next part of this job is to source some glass of the right pattern. Now I could do that by taking apart all of the other windows. I'm going to try something different to start with. I'm going to see if we can get some more glass with this pattern and of course that thickness. I think I know where I can do that, and then we'll start looking at putting it all back together. Now a lot of this muck and dust, this lead coloured stuff, that's actually the cementy sort of grouting stuff that goes in to stop the glass from rattling basically. So we'll have a little tidy up, we'll clear the decks and put this to one side. It was very useful pulling it apart like this. You know, it's given me a better clue as to how it works. And it's not really any different to restoring old cars. You know, the old thing about cutting the rust out until you get back to solid metal. Well, that's pretty much where we're at now. We've cut out the rotten bits and then we'll start thinking about putting some new back in. This is all got to come off. Of course, one of the things that you discover very, very quickly is even when it's complete, it's not very rigid. And when you get down to this sort of state, of course, it all becomes very floppy. So you do need to be careful with it. You do need to think about, you know, in this case I've used a sheet of plywood to give me something to support it on. But I'm going to put this to one side, do some other stuff for the rest of the morning.